Okay, here we go. This is the revelation. I've just been sitting here just for a couple of minutes, just contemplating it. And what I'm seeing here is this is a man with a heart who's able to unite both sides in the sense of a common humanity. This is a side of confusion. You'll see there's kind of like little horns coming up here, whereas this is solid. This is a solid, you could even say it looks like a MAGA hat. Now, I didn't actually have a paintbrush or have any part in how this came out. This one created itself. And the purpose of it was the American election. So previously I was seeing this part here as a little heart, and it still looks like that. There's some glasses here. There's some little glasses that just appeared. And so what I'm going to say is this man has vision, and he knows, he's got a concept of things staying cohesively together, or things just kind of collapsing into a kind of an abyss, I guess. And this here I see as his cloak, his blue cloak, and the cloak is the stars. So I feel this is an ordained time. This time is ordained, and if you read biblical prophecies, you'll see how much there is. Now, what I'm looking at down here is this blood down here dripping off the canvas, and they were almost like looking like little wounds, I thought, and this blood dripping down here. And this is here, I saw this kind of, it looks almost like a demonic entity inside of this person here, and it's just sending out all this kind of energy here, but it's controlling the man's heart. It's in his heart region, and here's just all this confusion. And here you could say, are these sort of, I guess they look kind of like barbs. And then down here is just all this river of, well, the redness, you could say a river of blood. And then you've got these little pools of blood down here, which is the suffering of the innocents that we're told about also in Revelation. And so we each connect to our God, as we are instructed in the Bible, that we should love the Lord our God with all our mind and all our heart and all our soul, and to love our neighbour as ourselves. And so if you think about who is your neighbour, it's just your energetic response to those around you. So anyone who you come across is your neighbour. Someone that you think about, that you perhaps see something negative about in the news, becomes your neighbour, because thoughts are things and they're energies, and they actually impact on people. So we each need to be able to centre ourselves in a place of peace. There is an opposition between Pluto and Mars at the moment. Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn and Mars is in the sign of Cancer. And this opposition was prominent on the day of the new moon. So it's significant in terms of what's ahead during this cycle. And this is a time where basically it's like a fight for the family, and it's a fight for community, and it's a fight for nation. And we know that because Cancer is the sign where Mars is, and Mars is the warrior. And Cancer rules motherhood, reproduction, etc., etc. So all of that stuff is what's at stake. And so we need to think about which side we're on, and always remember that because of this cross, we are redeemed by the blood of Jesus, if we so seek his redemption, because it must be our decision, it must be our inquiry. But it was prophesied in the Holy Bible that a time would come where everyone in the world would know Jesus Christ, and we are here. We are here. And it is now. And I just love how this has turned out. But I can see that there's only one person with the crown now, even though it appeared they both had crowns at the beginning, which means they're both leaders. So perhaps they are connected with the 10 kings as well in Revelation. Who knows? We really do not know, and we must always surrender to a higher plan, a higher power, and continue to believe in the goodness and the mercy and the experience of life, because it's a miracle. Life is a miracle, and anyone who's carried a child in their womb and then nurtured that child at their breast and then raised that child with a connection. Anyone who's done that knows what life's about. And family life can be challenging, life can be challenging, but we can really learn a lot from our experiences. And I guess the greatest thing I got from my family was that I was born into an Irish Catholic family, and that it has really helped me to rediscover myself. So I'm glad to have had that anchor. So anyway, here's the American election paint pour. So tomorrow, hopefully it shall be dry. And well, it may actually take a few days, so I can't guarantee that. But perhaps you can see some images in there yourself, and you can leave a comment. Take care, lovelies.